back to the channel, and today is my summer TBR. I'm at a slightly different angle today. I am dressed for work still. It is the summer obviously coming up, that's why we're doing a summer TBR, and it is incredibly hot here in the UK. We don't get kind of heat over 90 degrees very often, but today is one of those days. I'm taking this opportunity to film in the evening following work because it's just about cool enough to get away with it, though I'm sweating profusely. Luckily, you can't smell me on the camera. But I have a few books here today. It is going to be a summer of mammoths. It's quite often is the case on my channel, a summer of mammoth reads. And the first of those is definitely qualifies as a mammoth. It is 1,305-ish pages in length. And again, it's a return to the Cosmere and Brandon Sanderson. This is Words of Radiance. It is a very big novel. I think even in hardback, this goes over 1,100 pages, but obviously in paperback, you can't fit quite as many words per page. So it is just over 1,300 pages. This will take me like a month or so to read. I don't have so much time to read these days, so it's going to take a decent chunk, at least a third, I would say, of my summer TBR. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the second book in this series because The Way of Kings was a really pleasant surprise for me. I felt like the Mistborn trilogy, that first Mistborn trilogy, was a lot of fun, but I did think it kind of peaked with the first book, and hoping this series is not the same. I've already started this, full disclosure. I'm cutting my teeth on this now because there's still a couple of big books left to come on this TBR. Next up on the TBR will be a return to the Wheel of Time. Look at this cover, The Path of Daggers. This is a stunning piece of artwork. You know, some of these Wheel of Time covers are fantastic. This one has aged really, really nicely. Yeah, it's not the longest book in the Wheel of Time, but they are always fairly long. I would say this is a mini mammoth. I think it comes on just over 600 pages in hardback, or about 700 pages in paperback. So not quite as long as that Brandon Sanderson novel. But I think, you know, the prose is denser in a Robert Jordan novel, so it will take a little while for me to read. A few weeks, I should think, on my new schedule where I don't get to read as many pages anymore per day. But I'm certainly going to enjoy getting back to the Wheel of Time, one of my favourite series to read at the moment. As far as this ongoing series goes, probably in my top three. Really, really love the Wheel of Time. Path of Daggers is up next. That will be like a July read for me, most likely, maybe a little bit sooner. And then the final book on this TBR is going to be a classic. Classics don't get too much bigger than this one. That is Don Quixote by Cervantes. Now, this is gonna take me a while. I'm assuming, being a classic, will be a little bit denser than the previous two books, and the page count is not suffering with this one. It is absolutely a mammoth. The kind of text size in this is microscopic, and despite that fact, it's still coming in just a hair under 1,000 pages. It's something like 980 odd pages in tiny microscopic tissue paper print. It's going to take me a little while, but it has been quite high up on my 50 books to read before I'm 50, and I'm really, really excited to get to this. I feel like I need a summer vibe. I want to be able to appreciate the light-hearted nature of some of the parts of this novel, and I think the weather will really help with that. And then I suppose I'll catch you guys for the next TBR, which of course will be my spooky season reads. Smaller books most likely then, but much more of a high intensity reading time in the spooky season. So yeah, mammoths for the summer. Let me know in the comments below what your summer plans look like. Maybe not as beefy as mine.